Have you ever been a victim of a scam? In this increasingly digital age, it's more important than ever to be aware of the myriad of ways people might try to trick you out of your hard-earned cash. So, buckle up as we take a look at the 9 most common money-making scams. First on our list is the Ponzi scheme. Named after Charles Ponzi, who famously used this technique in the early 20th century. A Ponzi scheme is when a scammer promises high returns on an investment, but in reality, uses the money from new investors to pay older ones. It's a house of cards that eventually collapses, leaving those who invested later in the game with significant losses. Next up, we have pyramid schemes. Similar to Ponzi schemes, these scams are based on recruiting an ever-increasing number of investors. The initial promoters recruit investors, who in turn recruit more investors, and so on. The catch? The pyramid collapses when there aren't enough new recruits to pay the older ones. Those at the bottom of the pyramid are the ones who lose out. Third on our list are advance fee frauds. These scams involve a request for an upfront payment with the promise of a much larger return. For example, a scammer might claim to have a large sum of money trapped in a bank and offer a huge reward for helping to release it. Once the fee is paid, the scammer disappears. Our fourth scam is phishing. This is when scammers use emails, texts, or websites to trick people into giving out personal information, such as bank account or credit card numbers. It's called phishing because the scammers are fishing for your information. At number 5, we have the infamous Nigerian 419 scams. Named after the section of the Nigerian law that deals with fraud, these scams usually involve an email from a Nigerian official who needs help transferring a large sum of money out of the country. In return for your help, they promise you a significant portion of the cash. Of course, there's no money, and those who fall for the scam end up losing their own. Lottery or sweepstakes scams take the 6th spot. In these scams, you receive a call, letter, or email saying you've won a huge lottery or sweepstakes prize, but to claim it, you must pay a fee or taxes up front. Sadly, there is no prize, and the scammer walks away with the fee. 7th on our list are investment scams. These scams promise incredibly high returns for a low-risk investment. However, the investment doesn't exist and the scammer simply takes your money. At number 8, we have employment scams. These scams advertise high-paying jobs that don't exist. Scammers may ask for payment for training or equipment, or they may send a fake check and ask for a portion to be sent back. Lastly, but certainly not least, are romance scams. Scammers create fake profiles on dating sites to build relationships with individuals. Once trust is established, they ask for money, often for an emergency or to visit. So there you have it. 9 common scams that could cost you dearly. Remember, if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Always do your research, be vigilant, and protect your hard-earned money.